everyone, and welcome to One Page Math Notes. In this video, we're going to be going over absolute value functions, specifically absolute value functions with extraneous solutions. So the first thing we need to do is define extraneous solutions. So those are the solutions that you get that do not satisfy the original equation. So let's write that down. Solutions that do not satisfy the original equation. Okay, now let's do an example. I think one example is more than enough to explain what I'm talking about here. Now, again, we're going to break this part into two parts, a positive version and a negative version. Okay, so I'm going to remove the absolute brackets. I'm going to have 2x plus 3 equal 3x plus 7. And my second equation is going to be 2x plus 3 equals, it's going to be the negative version of it. But I'm going to do the long route and distribute a negative 1. Okay, so let's do that. Distribute the negative 1 to the 3 and to the 7, so I got negative 3x minus 7. Or you could just tell yourself, opposite of a positive 3, negative 3. Opposite of positive 7, negative 7. You can just tell yourself that, but you want to write it all out, that's great too, as long as you get the answer. Alright, now here I got to solve for x. What do? Do I get rid of the biggest variable or the smallest variable? I get rid of the smallest variable. So what's smaller, 2x or 3x? 2x. So I'm going to subtract 2x to both sides. Now, if I get rid of something on the left, I got to get rid of something on the right. So what's the opposite of a positive 7? That's a negative 7. So I'm going to subtract 7 to both sides. So what's 3 minus 7? Well, that's negative 4. What's 3 minus 2? That's just going to be a 1x. So our x equals negative 4. All right, that's great. Let's push this up more so we can see everything. All right, now here, what am I going to get rid of? The 2x or the negative 3x? I'm going to get rid of that negative 3x because it's smaller. If I get rid of something on the right, that means I got to get rid of something on the left. So opposite of plus 3 is a minus 3. Goes away. What's 2 plus 3? That's 5x. Negative 7 minus 3, that's negative 10. How do I get rid of that 5? Opposite of multiplying by 5 is dividing by 5. So my x equals negative 2. Okay, now are we done? No, we have to check to see if they satisfy the original equation, okay? If they do, that means that they are a solution. If they don't, that means we did something wrong or we have an extraneous solution. But I assure you, all the work we did is correct. So it's going to be an extraneous solution if it comes out that they're not equal. So what do I mean? Well, let's check. So I'm going to do it in red. I'm going to put, always write this down, check, so your teacher knows like that you checked, because they're not going to give you credit unless you actually check your work. So over here we got a 2, but instead of an x, I'm going to put a negative 4 plus 3 equals 3. Instead of x, we're going to put negative 4 plus 7. Okay, we got to see if these two expressions are equal, that means it's a solution. If not, that means it's an extraneous solution. So let's do this. All right. 2 times negative 4, that's negative 8, plus 3. 3 times negative 4, well, that's negative 12 plus 7. Negative 8 plus 3, that's negative 5. Negative 12 plus 7, that's negative 5. What's the absolute value of a negative 5? That's a positive 5. This negative 5 stays the same. Are these two values equal to each other? No, they are not. So that means negative 4 is what? It's extraneous. So we're going to write extraneous. Extraneous solution. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Let's check. Absolute value of 2. Instead of x, we're going to put negative 2 plus 3. Close it. 3, negative 2 plus 7. Okay. 2 times negative 2, that's negative 4. 3 times negative 2, that's negative 6. Bring down the 7. Absolute value of negative 4 plus 3, that's negative 1. Negative 6 plus 7, that's a positive 1. What's the absolute value of a negative 1? In other words, what's the positive value of negative 1? It's going to be 1 equals 1. Is that true? Yeah, that's true. So what do we have? We have a solution. Okay, so we're just going to write solution. And that concludes absolute value functions with extraneous solutions. Thank you for watching.